Then came the stories that Craig had moved to America, that he was dating a string of supermodels, and also that he was gay. But who is the real Craig David? With unprecedented access to his home, work and social scene, I'll be following Craig to find out. My journey will take me coast to coast from LA to Miami, Craig's home in the US. All I'm hoping is I don't go, Craig David, please, please. This is Fearne and Craig David. I'm in Los Angeles and this is Sunset Boulevard. Craig David's hotel is right around the corner and he just tweeted me actually. It says, "Hey Fearne, I'm in LA, do you want to hook up?" Yes, I do. I'm on my way to meet Craig. I've got millions of things I want to ask him. I've also heard through the grapevine that the avid Merry and Bo Selector character is still a bit of a touchy subject.
Proper Bo, I tell thee.
As I found out when I saw this internet video of Craig's manager, Colin, earlier in my hotel room. In it, Colin berates someone from the record company's marketing team for blaming poor record sales on Bo Selector.
But why am I listening to you talking? I'm sat here, you tell the artist, you tell the artist, not me, because you're in the room and he's in the room. All this I'm having to listen to about. If I'm going to pay you to do the job, then you better do it, because you can tell him why we're wasting money. You're stupid. I don't want excuses. Excuses are what my kids give me when they don't want to go to bed. You get paid to do a job, so do it. I don't want to listen to this, okay? You sitting here, you tell him, because I'm not telling her anymore.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh because it's obviously touched a nerve, but I'm going to go and meet him. Today, Craig's got a meeting in LA with his manager to talk about his up-and-coming new album. But before that, I've come to meet Craig at his hotel. Hello, Craig.
How are you, baby?
How are you?
Are you well?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you all good and well and happy?
I'm good. You got my Twitter?
I got your tweet. That's why I'm here. I tweeted back.
I didn't tweet back.
No, I tweeted back, I'll be round in a second. I was round the corner.
Where are you staying?
Here I am. I'm in a hotel not as posh as this round the corner.
How not as posh?
It's much less posh than
Does it have a bed in it?
This is, I mean, I have a bed, but this is a lovely room. Wow.
It's nice, I mean.
Craig now spends most of his time living in the US, but I was surprised to hear about his living arrangements. So, you don't live here, you live in Miami?
London, still between London and Miami. Miami's really where, I mean, that's like my little manor now.
Is it?
Yeah, I've been there long enough to know, like, the place. But LA's still...
How long have you been in Miami for now, then?
Must have been about 2 years. Well, I bought the place 2 years ago. It's the Sanderson Hotel in London. Same owners as that I bought, like, the Mondrian. They have... Well, the Mondrian's down the corner, actually. You know, the
so you
Mondrian
live in a hotel?
I live in a hotel. Sometimes in Birmingham.
Wait a minute, Craig David. So you live... This is my actual dream. You live in a hotel where you have room service and then someone just comes and cleans your room every day, like, in a hotel?
It's pretty much... I try not to use that element, if I have to admit. The room service does, after a while, accumulate to, like...
A lot of money?
A lot of money after a while. So the fridge is now full of, like, my own stuff. And I'm thankful. I do have a housekeeper who comes up and does my place. But they love to charge a fortune in those hotels.
Of course. Living in a hotel in Miami, Craig's certainly come a long way from those early days growing up on a council estate in Southampton. I like coming over here a lot. I find it quite an exciting place. Now that you live out here, do you find that's sort of died down a bit? Is it still got the same sort of sheen to it being in the American dream? Are you living the American dream?
There's still a buzz, I think. I mean, there's like... Americans do like to celebrate success. That's one thing I can tell. It's a little bit different from back home. I know I've seen, like, guys in their car next to you, and you could be, like, driving with a girl next to you, and you're sort of going to dinner, and they'll be like, oh, lovely car, man. Love the car. Wow. Whereas back home, there'll be some sort of abuse that gets thrown at you. Something that just kind of, especially if you've got a girl next to you as well, just to kind of put you in place. You just think, why? Why now? But it just
Because they're jealous. Is that why?
I think there was a bit of jealousy, you know. But that's what I'm saying about culturally. I think that in America they embrace success. But
Have you got a right flash car then?
I've got a Ferrari, which.
Wow. Okay.
But
Yeah.
it was. I mean, and it was always like a dream to have a supercar like that, you know, proper sports car and a red, loud and proud Ferrari. The difference is, like I said, back in the UK, you'd go for maybe a black-coloured Ferrari to tone it down to be like, you know what, OK, we'll get away with this. No. In Miami, it's like just red, loud and proud. That's why you'll see yellow Lamborghinis, green Lamborghinis, because people just want to just live the dream.
Well, Craig certainly seems to be living the dream out here in the US, and quite a blinged-up dream at that. I'm off with Craig to meet his scary manager, Colin. Craig's been with Colin since the very start.
You're like Colin.
I'm
Well,
just nervous.
Why?
Because I don't know, I don't really usually
Know
get
him?
to... Yeah, and I don't hang out with music manager people, and I would say the sort of archetypal image of a music manager is someone who's quite scary.
No, he's straight up, because there's so many people that will feed you a whole load of fluff to kind of make you feel good. And it doesn't help you any. I'd rather him say, you know what, really, let's pull down the faders on that and go again with the next record. At least I know where I stand, as opposed to having all these hopes and prayers that something's about to happen, you know?
After the relative failure of his last couple of albums, it's obvious Craig's desperate for another hit.
I just know that if I just keep staying in the studio and do what got me into this in the first place, which is writing songs, it'll all be cool. All the rest of it doesn't really mean anything. The LAs and the Miamis and the houses and all that stuff, I didn't have any of that when I wrote my first album, which is by far the biggest album I had. It was just about making music and being passionate as this young kid who just loved making songs. So if I keep that in my mind and remember that that's what got me here, the rest of it is immaterial, you know?
I'm here to learn the truth about Craig David. The last person I really want to meet is his manager.
Is that why you got this thing where he used to be like really like, when you come through the door?
I've heard about him. I think it's gonna be scary. Here we go. Do not disturb. He says do not disturb. Don't bloody hide.
Hi. Jack, how are you? You all right? Jack, this is Fearne.
Hello, Jack.
Fearne, this is Jack. This is Colin's son.
I was going to say you didn't look like a sort of music
But
manager.
he is
Just
music
yet.
manager though. He has got a music manager sort of vibe going on.
Oh, man.
Colin.
Hello.
Colin.
Oh, look at this. It's lovely, lovely.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Man?
How lovely.
Good you.
Hello.
Fearne,
How are
Colin.
you, Colin?
Good, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
OK, so I'm going to be brave now and see if he really is as scary as I thought. A lot of people these days think the music business is a sort of like amazing, glamorous, fun world, but of course there is such a harsh business side to it, and it is such a competitive industry that you have to be at the top of your game. And as you were saying, you can lose your nut. And when I Googled your name, I saw like a scary video of you shouting, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be scared seeing that man. But that's when you have to cut to the chase and be business, right?
Yeah, absolutely. People think, you know, that and the bit you're referring to on YouTube is a bit like me throwing my toys out of my pram. It's not. It's about somebody explaining something to me that was complete about an artist. If someone's going to around with my clients, then quite frankly, they're going to around with me first. The truth is, I'm very passionate about the people that I manage. So if someone's going to have a go at them, I'm going to have a go and I'm going to do my nut. And I have been known to do it in the past for that reason. But it's purely down to, I think, the passion. I believe in the people I represent. And if I didn't, I wouldn't represent them in the first place.
Whilst Colin heads back to London, Craig and I head off to his home in the US, Miami.
Do you want a hand with that phone?
I've got it, I'm there.
Sure.
I'm there.
With all of it?
Yeah, man.
That
Bag
gold
lady,
back
I'm
was
used
great
to it.
amount.
This thing.
Sure,
I'm not spoiling this look, this neat look. Seriously, I'll be fine.
Right, that looks so awkward. Just give me the gold one. Just give me the thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What a gent. Look at this gent. That is a good look for you,
Great,
Craig.
look, come on.
That is a good look for
Where
you.
are we? We're in Los Angeles. You can get away with anything in this place,
Well,
trust
this
me.
is so true. First thing Craig has to do in Miami is pick up his car from the garage.
So here we
Are
are.
you buying a car?
No, picking up my car. It's the red
No,
one.
is that your car there?
Yeah.
That's your car there. Now, this being Craig, it's no ordinary car and no ordinary garage. Yes, Craig David keeps his red Ferrari in a car showroom. All right, here we go. I've never even sat in a Ferrari before. This is, wow, I could sort of get used to this.
Full tank, everything. Thank you, brother.
Wow.
Straight.
So here we go. Craig's about to show me what lies underneath his bonnet. I feel nervous for you. Just don't scratch it or do anything.
I'm in Miami, girl.
So it must also be quite nice when you're driving along here. People look in and go, check the dude with the Ferrari. That's a nice feeling, right?
It is a nice feeling because there's a kudos that comes with a Ferrari, also the fact that it's red and you're in Miami, and I think you have to embrace it or don't have the car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this in Park Lane in London.
I imagine that the ladies quite like this car as well.
Yeah, girls do check it out, but I hope that I've got more to give than having to rock a car like this.
Yeah.
Put that ass up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I'm in Miami, girl.
Here we are. My goodness me, I need to brush my hair.
We made it. Welcome to my home.
Welcome to your humble abode.
Yeah, this is home. Should we go in?
Let's go in.
Come on.
Let's do it.
How you doing, man? I'm back, man. You well?
Yeah, mate, great.
Wicked, brother. How you doing? You feeling? Wicked.
All right.
Yeah,
Hello.
wicked, man.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
It's cool.
Craig has bought the penthouse apartment on the top of this hotel. So technically, he lives in a hotel. How
See you later.
exciting.
Peace.
See you in a bit, Craig.
No worries.
So we've just arrived at Craig's house, which is a hotel, in a Ferrari. My mind has sort of gone scrambled. But yeah, I'm gonna get freshened up and then get ready for pre-dinner drinks at Craig's apartment on the very top of the hotel. Whatever next. So check out my view of Miami. I'm in the room that Craig got me in his hotel, and I believe those blue lights up there are Craig's apartment. Small, isn't it? Hello, Craig.
How you look?
Thank you. Look at this place. Oh, you've got little suites out for guests.
Yeah, so you can just dip in. You know what, I want one stage further. If you look really close, see the production's got a little dog on there.
You've got personalised suites.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Of course you have.
Why not?
Oh, Craig. Oh, lovely. Who's that?
Girlfriend I know from the UK.
Lady friends?
I know them. Try not to go too far, because otherwise it's a bit like... Otherwise you're filling your house with sort of like history, rather than sort of just like
And
things
then
you
new
try
lady
to ascertain.
friends go,
And they're like,
who's that?
Why have you got all these girls on your wall that you've had little pre-conquest with? Anyway, moving on. But
So I knew Craig wanted to take me out, but I didn't realise I was going to be going out drinking with Craig and 8 blokes, who just happened to be some of Miami's high rollers.
everybody, this is Fearne. Thank you. It humbles me coming, because literally, my home, my balcony, I was actually fortunate enough to have a balcony in Southampton, was probably about as big as this. It was about that wide, come out, great, perfect. And my whole home was probably as big as this one part of that. So, I mean, to be honest, it's crazy. So I come here and I look at that view and I think, come on, let's focus, let's write some songs.
What is going on over there? What is going on over there? Something's opening, look, something's opening. Is that like a cinema screen?
Yeah. So you can sit, chill in here and watch films at night, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to make it so you don't have to leave home. I shouldn't have to leave here. I could come out here, do everything I need to do, studios here, have fun indoors, come outside, I've got all this. I shouldn't have to leave and still be able to make a record. Colin, when he sees me coming to Miami, sort of thinks, what sort of album's really going on in that studio when you've got all this going on? But I proved to him that actually music can be made here.
Exactly.
And not the music that you're about to think I'm
No.
making. The right
I
music.
would never
the right
suggest
music.
such a thing.
The music
with any
with...
of these fine ladies.
I think now, tequila.
Tequila, then eat.
Tequila to eat, because
Come on.
I'm hungry.
Oh well, when in Rome, I guess.
So, let's have a little shot. Find this way.
God.
Kwame, good, nice music at the right time. Maybe not so dramatic, though, just a little bit more chilled. It's like head coming off.
We need happy.
Cheers.
A little bit of pineapple juice.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
That was delicious, Greg.
That's like a sip. I can't even do it.
Fine. I'm sorry. You can do this. It's part of the, it's a ritual. Look, get a good mouthful. That's why you're taking two. That's it, get a good mouthful. You can taste the thing. Back it. Really go. Bam, that's good. That's the one. Straight with the pineapple juice. Keep the pineapple juice good. No one's looking.
Touchdown.
Stay confident, all elegant, ladylike, and turn around.
How? I'm not very late. I mean, I'm dripping with what is
Beautiful.
it?
Let's go on. Let's get some food. Let's keep it moving.
What one do I press? L. So we're going to L. OK. So that's 3 tequilas in half an hour.
Get you.
I must now apologise in advance for my behaviour. This is going to be a funny night, I can tell. Thank you. Oh, very lovely.
Right now, the tequila has
Thank you.
destroyed me. Let's keep it rolling. You well?
A few tequilas and Craig the ladies' man was really starting to come out.
Who's in the back of the bus down there?
Anyone else want the cocktail menu?
Can we get another round of tequila and some pineapple juice?
Give this guy 2 right here.
Because Brett loves it. Just another round of tequila and a round of pineapple juice just to be perfect right now. Because Fearne said she wanted it, and she's going to do a funny face about now.
Mad. I think we're going to a club now. Help.
Do you want a shot of tequila? No. We're going on the DL in the service entrance to get in here.
We're going in the VIP service entrance.
The VIP.
The VIPizzle.
Sexy from my head to toe. And I want it all and all and all.
There he is again, at it with the ladies, along with his mates.
There's so many ways to love you. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love you. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say.
If the party's over here, then say it in my head. You got a drink in your hand, put it up in the air. If you don't wanna go, if you wanna stay here. If you're the best looking one in the house.
It's obvious he's having a great time out here. His albums may not have been selling like they used to, but he seems to have built himself a fantastic life in America.
Let me hear you say,
And the shots kept flowing.
let's go.
And by this stage, it's fair to say I was, well, a bit tipsy.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I mean, what a night. I'm absolutely exhausted. I just want to go to bed and not be a million degrees. Craig is still in the club. I hope he finds some ladies because he's put me below his room and he's definitely a bit of a ladies' man. So, there we go. Good night. I've spent the last few days hanging out with Craig David. Last night he took me out drinking with 8 of his mates. Let's just say the less said about that, the better. Coming! Now, Craig wants to take me for a run. Yes, a run. Have you been doing something already in the gym?
A little workout before.
Are you mental?
I was waiting for you. You well?
No, I'm not well at all.
How did the tequilas go down? Trust me, I'm feeling the same way as you.
Well, what are you doing in the gym?
It's a little workout, little weights, and it's beautiful outside. Just got to get up early and just kind of take it while you can.
If I puke on camera, it's your fault.
I know I'd love that, but it would be a great look.
I'm going to be sick of this car, I know it. I am really not looking forward to this.
got quite a good pace going on there. Like for someone who said that they're feeling a bit sick, you start to motor now.
I like running, just not with a hangover. Craig David's hangover cure, going for a run on the sun. I've never sweated so much in my life.
You're feeling better for it. Come on, Fearne, you know. You've climbed mountains. You've been in altitudes that are crazy. Yeah, but that makes you feel like you're still actually you up the top of the mountain, no?
Yeah, like I do now. Dude, my legs are like this, like noodle legs. Jelly noodle legs. OK, I have to admit, that has made me feel a bit better. Now, I'm just desperate to see a bit more of Craig's bachelor pad. He's promised me a full tour today and no tequila.
Bedroom.
It's your room!
Oh. Yes,
More women.
I think beauty awakens the soul.
That is a wonderful quote.
So
Beauty awakens the soul. Is that an iPad in the wall? Oh my goodness.
Yes, you can get out of it. You can literally control the lights and the audio and...
You are James Bond.
Thank you. Shower. Obviously, it'd be wrong to not have some more naked women on the walls.
Oh my goodness, a bum. There's bums on the wall. Oh my goodness, there's a shop in your bathroom.
We don't... Oh, that's how you...
Don't do that.
Enter that way.
There's a shop in your bathroom.
Shopping for fucking great.
This is insane. It's all just so neat, and all the white T-shirts are together, all the white shirts are there, all the jackets, caps, glasses on a little stand.
I love trainers, so I'm crazy on high top sneakers and stuff. Yes, there's my little dressing room.
Yeah, it's tiny.
It's compact with the right thing.
It's huge, dude. It is
You're very
amazing. And then what's going on down here? Oh, you've got a toilet and then some more boobs in the old loo.
It'd be wrong not to. But notice the Union Jack. It's just quintessentially British. Another little cool feature, or the coolest thing for me.
I don't want to get wet, so what happens? Do it. Oh my goodness.
Which is great when you're on it, when you're
So
hot
good.
and you want to cool down. But if you've got electronic equipment, trying to use a camera, it's probably not the
best idea.
best combo.
There's a bed outside. There's just a bed. Just a bed outside.
At night, when you want to watch a film, it's wicked. Because you just throw a little film on TV, chill out. I told you that beauty awakens the soul to wax.
You've even written that down?
Yeah, just to make sure
That your
was
lady knows?
drummed into the head. And it would be incredibly wrong, I think, in my opinion, to not have her at the end with a out.
Oh my goodness, another one.
Yeah, be wrong not to.
I'm beginning to notice a theme here. Would you say that you're a womanizer?
No, but I enjoy women.
You do?
I think when I was younger, when I was like maybe 17, 18, and I just got into the music industry, it was like, wow, all this interest. And so I embraced it, had loads of fun, it was wicked. But now, not saying that I'm now crazy older, but at 29, I just feel like it's conversation. It's been able to find out about women. I do find women incredibly fascinating. I think it's just like the mindset of a woman. All my music has been very much about relationships, it's been about women. I do love women are great.
So are you single at the moment, or are you enjoying women?
Single, but I'm not enjoying
One woman?
being... No.
Many?
No, I'm not enjoying being single. That's not... I don't sort of like, oh, I can't wait, I just want to be single and just go crazy. I don't know, maybe being in the music industry has allowed me to meet so many exciting different types of women that it then makes it very difficult to lock one down. I might be just a cool, sexy, fun girl, then you'll find a girl who's just really intelligent and is very career-driven, and you're just trying to find a bit of everything, which you never really find. So I think I'm just like, just enjoying the process of just meeting people, not thinking too much, and hopefully you'll come into a relationship. Relationships where I'm at. I don't want to be old dad. I think about kids. I think about, at some point, I want to find someone that is the mother of my children. That's the girl I'm looking for.
Some people out there think you're a womanizer, and then a lot of people rumour that you're gay. Why do you think those rumours float about?
I think the gay thing was ages ago when I started off doing PAs in the club, and I was like 14 years old, 15 years old. And the guys that I was hanging out with, who were like getting all these bookings for me, must have been like 25, 30. So I'm going in, a young kid doing the PAs in a club, getting attention from older women. And if I'm being fair, I was like scared to...
Well, of course, you're a child, yeah.
So, and they're pushing for it, and I think what they did is that they saw that I wasn't really jumping at these opportunities, and they thought, well, obviously he must be gay. So that little rumour sort of kicked out. But to be honest, I'm each to their own. You know, I think when you know what your sexual preference is, it is what it is, you know, and I think everyone can have their opinion, and I know what I do. And
well, I think we all know what you do, don't we? That's it's quite clear for us all to see, Craig. Craigie Poos.
Wow. You enjoy men?
Yeah, I haven't got naked pictures of men on my house, have I? There is, however, one thing this apartment is missing, though. I thought it'd be good if I could be on the wall, so I've brought along my own camera, and we can just do a little shoot right now.
I like it old school.
So, yeah.
Really working the camera there. 1, 2, 3.
Did I blink? I hope I didn't blink.
I just like it because it's sort of retro.
What can I say?
Where do you want to put it?
It's there.
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit.
Really?
When we put you, like in between here.
Oh, that's annoying you that I put it on there, isn't it? It has to be in an area.
OK, back it goes. That's in the middle.
There you go. Amazing. I've made it onto Craig's wall and I didn't even have to take my clothes off. Now, just to complete the apartment, Craig has his own fully operational studio, right next to his bedroom, of course. And here we go, presents to Craig David to acknowledge sales in excess of 13 million units worldwide.
It's wicked.
I mean, do you look at that sometimes and just think, wow, if I did that?
You know, it's weird because you look back at...
13 million units! I mean, that's absolutely massive.
It's amazing to think 30 million people have my records, but sold nothing on this new album, so where we're at.
What do you think when people sort of see you in the street or you're recognised back home and they're like, what have you been doing? Where have you been? Because we haven't sort of seen you as much over the last couple of years.
I always say that, you know what, you've got to, one, feel inspired to write a record. I'm thankful that I'm in a position where I don't have to keep churn out albums to a deadline. And Colin respects the fact that if he pushes for a deadline and the album's not feeling right, well, you can put whatever you want out there, but it ain't gonna sell. Born to Do It was amazing. All the albums, Slicker Than the Average was great. They're all my babies, but I'm only as good as my last song, Don't Believe the Hype.
So once you're in your studio here, like, what do you do first? Like, how do you do a song? OK. Do you want to be part of a session? Yes.
I
say yes, but I'm just hoping I don't have to sing.
You could just go, oh.
Oh, I do. Oh.
Or, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, oh. You do, oh, you keep that oh. That's cool, OK?
Oh.
So, right. Oh, and I'll be here. I never thought that I would be there. No, I won't do that, actually. I won't do that. I would do this. Go. Oh. And I'll be, I never thought that I would be the guy. Oh. You're the type of girl that makes me so fly. Oh. But I need you to know that. Oh. Oh, girl, oh.
Whoops.
Oh, girl, oh. But I never thought we'd take it that. Oh, yeah. But girl, I gotta let you know. Yeah, that's cool. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, but I got to say. Oh. And then we could do. See that? And then see.
I'm feeling that.
You actually do really, really good.
Thank you.
Your timing's wicked. Your O's were cool. You smoothed it out. That in itself was strong.
I know, very strong.
Let's hit the piano. Quick little vibe on the piano.
Let's hit the keys. Let's hit the keys. Seriously, guys, let's hit the keys.
Hit the keys.
So you've won 2 MTV awards.
Yeah.
Is that something that is very important to you?
I still love to get a Brit.
Yeah. Just like you missed out back in the day getting one when you should have.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we can keep on. I can keep on going on. Oh, I should have. And to be honest, in all fairness, I couldn't have done anything more. I couldn't have sold any more records, any more #1s. It was like, you're peaking now. Come on, get this hand on out. But being nominated for 6 was wicked. Did my little performance on there was cool, but I still would love a Brit Award. It's important. The Brits
next album. Important.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, girl. Been thinking about it since I've been here in Miami, girl. Yes. Now I know that I got a lot of ladies all over my walls, yes. but I guess that they inspire me to write these kind of songs. Yes, I love the way that you play it, Kwame, and the way that you play the melodies, they really inspire me. And I never thought that you'd do it that way, no baby. I really need you to know that when we drink tequila, we go hard. We get in the Ferrari hard. We roll it really hard. Cause you know what we're saying. Cause now you can say, oh. You can do, oh. Oh. I got Fearne in the house when she drops, she says, oh. And I know that she really likes it. Oh, this song should be called Oh. And we should put our hands in the air like oh. Like we're at a festival or a concert like oh. And everybody say oh. Everybody wants to hear it a cappella like oh. When we put it up, we be rocking the Miami. Oh. We're drinking tequila. Oh. Oh. Running on the beach, it feels real good. Oh. No, it doesn't when you're sick and you gotta go home on a plane, on a plane, on a plane, and you're feeling. Oh.
That's me later.
Oh, break it down now. I think we've established the song's called Oh. I think we've established that you can play like oh. And I think we've established that we've come to the end of the song called Oh. Come here. You're wicked. You actually have got
That is a good song, isn't it? That's a hit.
You got a wicked voice, Fearne.
Yeah, really good.
What? So when you hit the notes and you hit them right?
I'm a terrible singer, but thank you for letting me be part of that magical piece of music.
You're wicked.
Because that is a good song. Kwame, you're a legend.
You play so great.
What's to happen, man?
Seriously.
And we didn't even record that. That's at a moment that is kind of
Past.
It's past, but hasn't.
That hasn't.
Because you've got something.
Exactly.
I thought we'd lost it, but it's actually there forever.
And it could inspire a real hit.
I really do think that's wicked.
I do too. I'm Fearne Cotton, and I've been spending the last few days with Craig David. No, he's not in exile here in Miami. In fact, he's got one of the most incredible pads I've ever seen, complete with a fully functioning music studio. But not content with that, Craig's now moving into design. But this being Craig David, we're not talking about designing T-shirts or bedrooms. His first job is designing an entire hotel.
This is an old hotel called the Shelbourne, and it's Keith, who you met at dinner. His uncle, it was one of his first developments he did. So they wanted to redevelop the whole thing. I think there's a niche for cool, modern, up-and-coming designers. And I love it. It fascinates me, you know what I mean? What crazy things you can do. I think if I can try and get the vibe I've got in my house in here, in some way, it'll be wicked.
Well, let's have a look at this place then.
Let's do it. Done.
It was fascinating to see what Craig had in store for this place.
There's got to be respect for the history of the Shelbourne, but at the same time trying to add something that makes it feel fresh.
Wow. I mean, you've got quite a lot of work to do, haven't you?
I mean, if you look over there, you're not sort of like, doesn't sort of set you off for like the best night ever. So it was all about trying to make it.
You've got to basically gut this whole thing.
But it's funny how fast they can get things done in here.
He's a brilliant gentleman with some great ideas.
Thank you, man.
Fantastic.
Well, let's have a little look, shall we, how it's all shaping up. I'm intrigued. So it's pretty derelict right now, yeah. Oh my goodness, they are just really gutting the whole place out.
They're going it.
So the whole thing's going to be a club?
There'll be split-level club and also lounge area on the top section.
It's going to be huge.
The mezzanine, where the stairs you saw coming up, they get cut that way so you can go straight up into the mezzanine section, which is at the top.
It's going to be huge. So when it's all finished, would you come here and do a PA?
I'd like to come here and do a little show here.
That could be the good sort of end of the full circle.
Do you know, I like to set it off properly, but the thing is, with the club, the technology side of it, which I've already got in my home, which you've seen some of the stuff already, is being able to turn this into something that is an interactive experience. When people come to a club, it's not just, there's a VIP area and I wish I was in there and I can't get a drink at the bar. Because that's half the time I find it is like that.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for you, man. I'm not sort of like I'm just jetting off right now.
Ooh, seems like we've been joined by a rather pretty girl. Naturally, Craig doesn't waste any time.
It's getting hot in here. My eye on you, and I'm watching you.
I'm watching you.
Love the
I think you're stunning. Hot though. In here.
You are, aren't you?
I just felt it was really hot.
It's so tense in here.
It's quite
Can you just get
claustrophobic
out?
in here.
It is.
It's really good. There's a lot of people.
Could cut this tension with a knife.
We need to get some elevator music here to bring up the vibe. No?
Maybe we could play like some romantic sort of.
There you go.
Do you want to go on a date with Craig so I can sort it out?
It wasn't a no, was it?
It wasn't a no.
It wasn't a no.
Always look on the brighter side of life, Craig.
Keith, you left.
50% cut and I'll hook up your love life.
If you could do that, that'd be brilliant. If you could sort that out for me, it would be perfect.
Yeah, and remember, I
Lovely to
can
meet
hook
you.
you up if you want.
Take care. She said she can hook
Lovely
us
to
up.
meet you. Bye-bye.
Sorry, I was trying about to...
Always good seeing you.
Always good to see you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
See you soon, okay? You're looking sharp.
Well, you know what, Craig? I am major excited for you about that.
It's going to be fun.
That is going to be an insane project.
I think it'd be cool. You like it?
Yeah. So you're going to invite Evie around and get a picture of her on the wall?
Seems like when I'm with you, Fearne, you're putting it out there. My love life seems to be like flying when I'm with you.
I like matching people up. I can see a vibe. I felt a tension there.
Did you? It was getting quite hot in there. I sort of felt like taking off all my clothes.
I mean, you didn't. You've missed your chance.
I was getting so hot, I was going to take my clothes off.
Huh? Just me, then.
Come on, let's go. Come on, check for you, my friend.
It's been great hanging out with Craig, driving around in his flash car, but there's still one thing he hasn't mentioned. I really want to know how he feels about all the negative press, and in particular, Bo Selector.
Drop a bow, I tell them.
I'm hoping in our final chat together, he might just bring it up. Craig Poos.
Yes.
I think we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about so much stuff since I've been hanging out with you. I think a lot of myths have definitely been dispelled. I think a lot of people out there might have thought, did you move here, sort of, you know, in exile to kind of get away from the UK? But I think anyone watching this will see you've set up the most beautiful life for yourself here.
Even though I'm here in Miami, the UK still feels like home. But I do feel a form of escapism coming out here because there's a bit more freedom for me to just venture in Miami. And I think that is refreshing.
Do you think you feel the same press-wise? You know, the UK press can be quite negative and talk about people in a derogatory way. Is it nicer to come out here and escape that side of it?
In the UK, sometimes people are fascinated by someone's downfall. That's why I think here they do celebrate success. So you can roll in that Ferrari and be cool with it. But in the UK, you have to play things down because you just get slammed for it, you know?
But do you think the press has, you know, made you out to... that you've had a sort of a career downfall? Do you think that's how the press perceive you in the UK?
The first album had done like 7 million albums, which was phenomenal. The second album did 3.5 million records, which is a mad amount of records, still crazy amount of records, but it was like, ooh, it's like on the down, we're going like 3.5 million, it's not really going so good for you. I'm thinking, you can't really win here, sort of. It's like, it's already started, you know? The time with Lee Francis and the whole Bo Selector thing as well, it didn't help things because I embraced the joke at first, and then after a while, it just became really tiring. From something that was so important to me, being part of a movement with that UK garage scene, to then have this show which was completely undermining everything that I'd put into making a song that was relevant and what it was all about and the culture of UK music into this joke. And then to have a character in it that kind of continued on and on. I thought, you're not letting this go. You're really almost living off of the success that I'd created and just slowly but trying to just, let me just like, oh, going to America, album's not selling so well, let's highlight that, let's keep on going, keep on. I'm like, bro, relax. I think he gets the fact that this is rolled out now. But yeah, I wish Lee like all the luck in the world, you know? It's like, continue. You're a comedian, that's your gig, and that's what you did. But he rode that thing so hard, the wheels came off.
You've been here for a couple of years now and you've really set up your base and you're really, you know, focused on this next album, that when you come back with that album, that will kind of just be, you know, in the past, whatever, and it will just be all about the music.
Do you know what? What I really need for the next record, to be, in all fairness, is for me to make a record that is relevant. That's why I'm feeling coming through the club tip again and coming through that. So the DJ support is important. The tastemakers are saying, you know what, you've got to get on this. Until it gets to the point where by the time you get to radio, it's already got a buzz, and hopefully you get that play. That's all you're looking for, you know. So you're in the hands of the gods, but I know that I will always keep making music and keep on putting it there and keep going. So.
Craig, it has been a treat hanging out with you. It's been a laugh. It's been drunk.
It's been drunk, it's been drunk.
And it's been fun. And it's been really interesting as well, so thank you for letting me come along for the ride.
Thank you. The feeling's mutual.
Let's hug it out.
Come on.
Oh, thank you, Craigie.
Thank you, Fearne. And I said, get yourself and your boyfriend over. We've got to have some fun here.
Miami.
Been thinking about it since I've been here in Miami, girl.
My time with Craig David has been really very surprising. What a thoroughly lovely chap. I thought at first he was really going to take himself too seriously, but he's such a laugh to hang around with, and I really do feel like he was sort of just treating me like I was one of the lads. It was really nice spending time with him. He's definitely not gay, we've established that. He's not living here in exile. He's built himself this wonderful world in Miami, and yeah, at times maybe his big flash house is a bit over the top and fulfills certain cliches, but, you know, he's embracing it and he's loving it and he's proud to talk about it and completely open about it, so who cares? He is so passionate about music still. He eats, breathes, sleeps music. When he was up there jamming with his mate in the studio, it was like he was back in the council estate in Southampton. Just, you know, it's all about the music for him, it really is. Is Craig David still relevant? Well, you know what? He's definitely got a new fan in me.
Everybody wants to hear it a cappella like, oh.
You are so going to keep me in the face one of these days. Live on TV, that would be fun. I'll be your defender.
Peter Andre, the next chapter, next on ITV2.
You can play like, oh. And I think we've established that we have come to the end of the song called, oh.